Hey there, folks. It's me, Michael Bach, your diversity dude, and it's time for another episode of Monday Morning Musings. So I wanted to talk about this thing that happened over the past couple of weeks. A young Muslim girl in the Toronto region made a claim that she was attacked, and a man, not once but twice, tried to cut her headscarf, her hijab, and it exploded in the media, and she ended up being stuck in front of a camera, and it kind of exploded and made international headlines. And then the Toronto police came out and announced that they'd investigated, and it proved that the incident didn't happen. And so, of course, the proverbial hit the fan, and the internet became the rabid dog that it is. And I want to talk about that. There were so many comments online that were just so deplorable about, you can't trust Muslims, and this girl suddenly represents all Muslims. And her family released a statement. They're terribly embarrassed. So first of all, let's just lay it out there. She's a kid. Kids will be kids. That's just it. Kids will be kids. Who knows what was behind it? I have my suspicions. I'm not going to speculate. I'm sure this girl is living a total nightmare for having made up this story. So that just, let's park that over there. It doesn't discount the fact that there is massive Islamophobia in the world, and specifically here in Canada. The number of people who I respect, who online made comments that really were just based in Islamophobia. Things like, you can't trust Muslims, and here's another Muslim, and I'm not repeating some of the things I saw. The reality is, this just proves the point that there is Islamophobia in the world, and we all need to take stock and recognize that it's there, and create respectful places for all people. The reality is that we have been in religious wars for the past nearly 20 years and beyond, but let's just call it 20 years. And the target of that, the bad guy, has been radical Islamists. So not all Muslims, a very, very, very small sect of people who have a very radical belief related to their religion and faith. But that paints a picture in our minds, and it's not a good one. It has painted that image in our mind that we can't trust Muslims, and that's not the case. I would encourage you to spend some time with some Muslim people, to get to know some Muslim people, and that really will change your understanding of all Muslims. We need to start focusing on that if we're ever to eradicate this hateful language that we're hearing, not only on the internet from random strangers living in their basement, but from our politicians, particularly south of the border, but also here in Canada. And we're kidding ourselves if we think we're free of that bias. So hug a Muslim, not literally, but virtually. They need love, and we need to give it to them. That's it for me. I hope you have a fabulous week. It's really gross and rainy here in Toronto, and I'm kind of wishing winter would come back. But, remember to subscribe to my channel. There's a link somewhere here. I don't know where. And I will see you next week for another episode of Monday Morning Musings.